Everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today's video, as you can see by the title, is going to be a makeup tutorial. So I haven't done a makeup tutorial in so long, it feels like. I have just been in the process of moving. I am excited to show you guys kind of just my go-to makeup look that I would use like going out, or if I just really want my makeup to look as flawless as possible. I really like this makeup look mainly because I feel like it looks amazing on my brown eyes. My eyes are so dark, and honestly I don't like using anything colorful either, so this isn't going to be a colorful look, but it's going to be still really neutral. But yeah, just keep watching if you want to see how this look turns out. First, I need to pin my hair back. Usually I start with my eyebrow, so I'm going to use the Morphe micro brow pencil, and this is in the shade Chocolate Mousse. After I do that, I'm just going to take the LA Girl Pro Conceal High Definition Concealer. This is in the shade Light Tan. Pretty much just take some of that and put it in the general area of where I'm going to clean it up, but not like super close. Okay, so those are my brows, and now I'm going to just set that concealer with some setting powder. And also, like, that concealer, if you have veins on your eyelid, or like for me, I have like a lot of freckles on my eyelids that I want to cover up, that concealer covers everything so well. Now I'm going to take a really big fluffy brush and go into this bronzer. This is in the Carly Bible X Il Makiage Moonstruck Medium Palette. I'm going to take the color Gemini. And this is basically just going to be my transition shade for the entire makeup look. I just feel like using a bronzer as your transition shade works the best, especially a bronzer that you're going to be using later on. I feel like it just blends so seamlessly with the other shadows, but it also just brings your entire makeup look together if you're using the same bronzer that you use on your face. This is pretty much a trick that I've used for so long, and it never fails me. It always makes my makeup look so put together and so seamless. I'm not super precise with this step. I try and just put it all over my eyelid and just blend it up to the brow bone. So as I said, I'm not super precise with this, but at the same time I want it to be as blended out as I possibly can, just so that all of the shadows that I go in with after this are just going to all melt together and blend together. So I haven't used this palette in a while. Like, I've been using it lately, but I haven't used this palette on my channel, I don't think, in a really long time. I used to be obsessed with this because honestly the pigment in these colors and the blendability in these colors are absolutely amazing. And I've pretty much just been using this on every trip that I've been on lately. I used this in Tampa like the entire time. I did like the same makeup look every night because it never failed me. This is by Sigma. I'm not really sure if they still have it because it was technically a collaboration with a different makeup artist. Hopefully they still have this, but you can basically use the same, like, similar colors that I'm using today. I use that bronzer as my transition color, but then I'm gonna take kind of like a similar color to that bronzer, just a little bit darker. Focus that lower in my crease. Pretty much gonna deepen that up. I'm also using a smaller brush as well, so this kind of just helps to keep it in a certain area on your eye and also just like a little bit lower in the crease. So throughout this entire process, I'm going back with that other blending brush and just making sure it's all blended out very nice. Going with more of just a smaller, flatter brush and kind of just like this burnt red color. sometimes I will leave my entire lid just like blank and put some lashes on. I'm kind of wondering if I should go in with like this, where is it? This like shimmery color, because it kind of like matches the one that I just put on. So you know what? I'm just gonna take some of this color right here. Oh, that was a lot. So next I'm gonna go in with these Ardell lashes. I raised my camera a little bit because I was like having to like hunch over and stuff. But anyways, I'm gonna apply these Ardell wispies and be back in a sec. So to kind of finish off the eyes for now, I'm going to just take any sort of black liner, and this is pretty much what I've been doing to not necessarily even enhance like my dark eyes, but just to make it more, I don't know, dramatic. I used to line my waterline and my tight line when I was in like high school, and I don't know, I just ever since then, since like I backed away from that, I've been like, yeah, I can't do that again. Like that's so like old school. It really makes a huge difference in your eye makeup. So I'm going to line my tight line. And then I'm also going to do my waterline. So yeah, I don't know if you can see like a difference, but it kind of just, I don't know, it just added to this entire makeup look, and it just really makes your eyelashes look a lot thicker because it's just right at the base. I really like the look, and especially if you kind of have like an entire like glam makeup look, it's really just gonna pull it all together by just lining your waterline and your tight line. It's the one thing that I've pretty much been doing, but this is the Mr. Right eyeliner pencil, and it's by The Balm Cosmetics. This stuff like does not move. I don't know what it is. All of my other like black liners really don't stay, and they usually end up bleeding a lot throughout the night. I'm gonna finish like the rest of my eyes, like the bottom lash line area, when I'm done with my face makeup. That's usually like the order that I go in. So now I'm just going to start with my face makeup. I'm going to go in with the Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Setting Mist, and this is by ColourPop. Next, I'm going to go in with the Coconut Skin Smoothie Priming Moisturizer, and this is by First Aid Beauty. This is one of the foundations that I had used like 2 summers ago, and I used it like constantly because it was absolutely amazing. I don't know if you guys can hear the storm out there, but it's insane in Florida right now. This is the HD Liquid Coverage Foundation by Catrice Cosmetics. I've just been loving this again. I used to be obsessed with it, and then I just stopped using it for a while. So yeah, that's usually how it goes with me in any sort of face makeup, is I will use it for a season or so, and then I just pretty much stop using it after a while. This was the one that I used earlier on in the video when I carved out my eyebrows. Kind of like lifted makeup look that I see all over social media, where they just put a little bit right here and then they put some out here. I don't know if that goes with like my face shape or like the shadows on my face. I don't know. It doesn't do enough for me, so I still do like the typical triangle under the eyes that everybody hates on, but that's just me. That's what I do. But I will say with that technique, I go from like the corner of my mouth up this way. And then I kind of just like fan it out right here. I feel like there's just like certain shadows on my face that are around like my mouth area that I don't like, so I kind of try to highlight those areas a little bit. I'm just gonna blend this out a little bit with a flat brush, just to be a little bit more precise on where I want to blend all of this out. now that I have that partially blended out, I'm just going to lock it in and just pat everything just to make sure it's all completely blended in. So I honestly like this technique better than just kind of putting on the concealer and then blending it out with this, because I feel like this is really big to just be blending it, and I feel like doing that, it just goes all over your face, whereas using like a smaller concealer brush, just making sure it's exactly where you want it, I feel like it makes this blending process a lot easier and a little bit more precise. I kind of go back with this brush just to make sure it's all blended out. I am gonna put some on my forehead area as well. Again, going in with that smaller brush and then blending everything out. So now I'm gonna set my face with the Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder. I'm gonna go in with kind of like a small medium sized fluffy brush. Okay, so what I like to do is I like to do a little bit of blending to make sure there's no creasing. And I go straight in looking up. So I first like to really pat this in, and then later on I'll do a little swipey swipe to make sure that there's not too much product on my face. So I just lightly swipe it. And you kind of see the difference there. It just looks way more flawless and put together. Whereas this side is like, I don't know. It's nice, but it's not gonna last all night, that's for sure. So again, I'm just patting this in first. You don't need too much product, just enough to coat the brush. And then I just start swiping it a little bit. And then I usually take pretty much the excess and put it on the other areas of my face. Now I'm gonna go in with some bronzer, so the transition shade that I used earlier. For the blush, I don't even have to really tell you guys at this point, but it's the Milani blush in Luminoso. I swear by this blush. It just looks so beautiful with the tan. Honestly, I feel like this would look absolutely gorgeous on any skin tone. It's just the perfect, like, peachy, corally, shimmery shade. Oh, there's something in my eye. A part of me wants to contour my nose, but it could turn out really bad. I'm gonna do it anyways. I'm just using a really dark shade in the concealer that I used earlier, and this is in the shade Beautiful Bronze. I'm just gonna start from the top of my brow. Oh gosh, this is gonna be so hard. All the way down. I don't know if that did anything or if it made it worse. Probably worse, to be honest. I'm gonna put a little bit of blush on my nose. I'm gonna take an extremely small blending brush and take the bronzer. I'm gonna put a little bit of mascara on my bottom lash line. This has been my absolute favorite highlight, and it's in this same palette. This is the Moonstruck Medium palette. It's just like the perfect like golden champagne color. And I'm just gonna take it on like a really, really small brush. I used to use like this fan brush, and I feel like it's just not doing the job anymore. And I'm also gonna highlight my brow bone. Oh my gosh. It's so pigmented. I feel like I almost forgot this step, but I do need to set my brows with some clear brow gel. I usually like to do this after my face makeup because I feel like all the powder and the face makeup like getting on my brows just will make them look really like ashy in the end. So I like to do it after my face makeup. I'm going to line my lips with the waterproof lip liner in the shade AI, and this is the Carly Bible X Il Maquillage liner. Okay, so this is the final look. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching me do my go-to makeup because I'm seriously obsessed with this entire makeup look. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of this, and also let me know what other videos you guys might want to see. And yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!